I think to South Africans, there are two types of Shepherd Bushiri. For some, we have a fugitive, self-proclaimed prophet. And then for some, they have a savior who's their prophet, the most loved prophet. That's why some decide to even travel to Malawi to meet him. A lot of people were reluctant to talk about him. When you get there, you start asking, where can I find Bushiri's church? Some don't even know where it is. Some, they will direct us from a abandoned building, which had his picture. So I believed maybe they were supposed to have a church there or something like that. And we tried speaking to other pastors about him, and they preferred not to talk about him. Like, they didn't want any feud with him. From the pictures that we see online, it's not as lavish as it was when he was in South Africa. Obviously, he's building his own city, so we're not sure if the reason we're seeing these pictures of him seeming as if he downgraded is because of already Malawi is not as fancy as South Africa, or it's because he's struggling since he's that side in terms of he no longer receives the support that he used to receive while he was here. He and his wife Mary were supposed to be appearing on the 10th of July. So when we got there, we waited and we realized that it was too quiet. Knowing Bushiri, he has a lot of followers, so we expected his supporters to be there. So we started doing some calls. We couldn't find exactly what was happening until I decided to call his people, Ephraim Nyondo, if I'm not mistaken. And then he told me that the case was postponed. So they received a directive, I think, on the 5th of July, that the chief resident magistrate won't be around. So it has been postponed to the 20th, I think this Thursday, coming Thursday. That's when he will be appearing, but it's not going to be, not much is going to happen. They're going to postpone again to a new date that will be announced then. We are expecting that there will be some witnesses from South Africa who will be testifying against him. This includes some NPA officials, some detectives, and also some of the, I'm not sure if they will be appearing on camera or in person, some of the rape accused, those who have accused Bushiri of raping them. They will also be testifying about the matter, and Bushiri will also have to make his case if he needs to be brought back in South Africa. Remember, he said the reason he left is because he didn't feel safe. So I'm guessing with this extradition case, he will need to explain further and also produce proof why he feels that his life was threatened while he was in South Africa.